Hi, everybody. I'm Maura Leora, and I am going to read Tree and Bird, a Simchat Torah adventure. It's written by me and illustrated by Leon Lazarus, my husband. One morning, two best friends stood together, enjoying the beautiful view of the Galilee from their hilltop. As a gust of wind blew through her branches, Tree whispered, "Bird, I have been here a long time and seen many things, but I can't move. Unlike me, you can go wherever the wind takes you. Can you tell me where the people in the valley are walking? They look very happy, and it seems they are going to a party." "Oh, beautiful and wise tree, you have taught me to be patient and kind and given me a home in your branches. Of course I will find out for you. I will be back at nightfall to share what I have learned." And so Bird took to the air. He flew fast to catch up with the happy people walking and singing below. From high in the sky, Bird could hear voices singing joyfully. "David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai v'Kayam." And as the people sang, they walked arm in arm into a beautiful stone synagogue that shone white in the morning sun. The singing filled Bird's heart with happiness, and he flew closer to learn more. Bird landed on a window ledge and looked in. Adults and children filled the room. They danced and sang. The people waved flags and carried Torah scrolls around and around. They had dressed each scroll in beautiful garments. "This is wonderful," said the pine tree standing beside the synagogue. "I have been here for a very long time, and I never tire of Simchat Torah." Bird became excited. He was sure he could learn from Pine Tree. "Oh, wonderful and wise pine, please tell me more," Bird said. "Well," said Pine Tree, "the Jewish people lived in this land with the Torah thousands of years ago." Pine leaned slightly as a gust of wind passed by. "Every year since, they read the entire scroll and tell the story of the Jewish people. That story begins on the very first day of creation and ends on the day they arrived in this beautiful land of ours. The Torah contains the 5 books of Moses," Pine Tree continued. "Today is the day they finish reading all 5 books and begin the story once more." Pine Tree rustled her needles. Like the Jewish people, the story has no end. It's a beautiful thing. Bird sat with Pine Tree. Together they enjoyed a wonderful day, watching the singing and dancing. As the sun crossed the sky above the Holy Land, they talked and shared stories about the Jewish people who were so happy to have their Torah. The day grew late. Bird gave his thanks to Pine Tree and promised to come back and visit soon. He spread his wings and flapped off into the orange afternoon sky. Swooping through the cool evening air, Bird headed back to his dear friend Tree. Tree stood where she always had, patiently waiting for Bird's return. Bird settled onto his favorite branch and told Tree the entire story of Simchat Torah. He chirped about the joy and happiness he had witnessed, friendly Pine Tree, and the story of the Jewish people and their precious Torah. He was just a sprout when the Jewish people all lived here together, whispered the ancient tree into the wind. It makes me happy to know they continue to tell their story, even though they have been scattered across the world. As darkness fell over the mountains of the Galilee, Tree stood under the canopy of twinkling stars, while her dear friend Bird settled into her highest branches, safe and snug. Down in the valley, the sound of singing and rejoicing continued into the night. David, Melech Israel, Chai Chai Lekayam. Now, when you look in the book, you'll see at the back, there's songs and some information about all the characters in the story. You'll find the link in the description box, and you can go and get your own copy of this book. Thank you for listening, friends.